Good morning, my folks. This is Julio with his Daily Chats. Today, I want to start talking about some other issues that I think are very important to a lot of folks because I've been hearing some feedback that people asking about me bringing up issues about Cuba and about Puerto Rico and about the CD15 and how do we relate them. And thank you for the comments. Some people are very, very positive and told me they learned a lot. Like, for example, about when I talked about Cuba and the fact that how they're producing these medicines and how they are helping so many other parts of the world, and yet they're so underdeveloped and hurt by the U.S. blockade. But yes, how they're able to do so much with the health system that they have. And basically, I brought out single-handedly the real issue is the fact that they put people, patients over profits. That's the bottom line. And they produce a hell of a medical system, which is why today, they're being heralded by the World Health Organization and why they're going around the world helping others with the coronavirus. So that was the relationship. So it's not that we're talking about Cuba, and it's not that we're, focusing on Cuba rather than CD15, but it does affect what's going on here because they're much closer to us. And we could have had a lot more support if we would have had a positive relationship between a country like Cuba and the United States, which is no reason why not to have it, except for that one particular mafia type group in South Miami that's making a hell of a lot of money with some sectors of the United States levels at the highest levels, where that's another issue we could talk about in the future. And the bottom line, in terms of Puerto Rico, and let's be clear about Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is a colony of the United States. And it's a colony where people like myself and 5-point-something million that live here in the United States are U.S. citizens. So as U.S. citizens, we are a little bit of a hassle for the United States because we are citizens, unlike Mexicans and Dominicans and Guatemalans and other Latin Americans, that they are not citizens and they basically have come here trying to find another way of life like our parents did. But the difference is that we are citizens and we've embedded ourselves. So everything that we do here affects the island and vice versa. Like, for example, during Maria, when there was the issue of homelessness in Puerto Rico, where did a lot of Puerto Ricans wind up coming? A lot of them wind up coming to New York, and a lot of them to our district, South Bronx. So there is a relationship directly with the stuff that we relate to in terms of Puerto Rico and the United States. And I will be definitely continuing to talk about that. And as I mentioned before, Congress is responsible for every little aspect that's affecting the island of Puerto Rico because it's an unincorporated territory. And as such, all decisions are made in Congress. And as a congressional candidate, I will be making a lot of noise about that. Not because I'm Puerto Rican, but because it's the responsibility of Congress. And I will be urging all 435 other congressmen to do the same. So I just want to clarify that. That's why we bring up the issues of Puerto Rico, Cuba, Palestine, Bangladesh. Anywhere there's an issue, U.S. policies affect what's happening around the world. And it is relating to what's happening in CD15. And I will continue to raise those issues as we go along. My next podcast, my next chat with you is going to get specifically on this whole issue with medications and China, Puerto Rico, India. So stay tuned for that one, which is coming up soon, right after this, probably in about another hour or so.